rather than hold us back because we can't change how it works. One more. Sir.
Oh, bless you. Don Corleone, I'm so glad that you prayed with me in Iowa. I'm so glad that you did that. So I'm going to throw you a softball. A little more Bible. Proverbs 22:9. Whoever has a bountiful eye is blessed, for he gives bread to the poor. Now, so I'm bringing that up because about a third of food that's made by the big companies in America seems it's rotting, and it's because of tax incentives. It ends up in landfills. And is there anything you could do as president to switch the tax incentives so that food gets to the poor?
This is.
You can clap.
No. Okay, yeah, please. Don't encourage him too much. He might end up following me around everywhere. Not joking.
I am.
He's a good man. He comes to my events and he prays for peace, prays for the hungry, prays for the homeless. I have a hard time arguing against it, so kind of like the guy. So
I like you too.
I think, first of all, culture is something which you're a part of. You're changing the culture. You're doing this to change people's minds, changing their attitude. And I think culture needs to change in a lot of different ways in our country. We don't have to default to Washington for every one of the issues that we face. If feeding the homeless, feeding the hungry, housing the homeless, caring for the disabled, dealing with the violence that exists in family life, all these things, the federal government can play a useful role. I'm not denying that. But culture has to change as well, and we have to act on our own sense of consciousness to solve problems as well. And I think people in public life need to encourage that as well. I don't know what tax incentives would be helpful in this regard, but I do know that this issue of food deserts in the urban core areas and the issues of waste in food production, all these things are not happening because Washington, D.C. has a 5-point plan. This is happening because it's happening from the ground up. And so while I respect the fact that there might be something Washington do, I'm sure you'll let me know what it is. I think this is a movement that's happening, and it should be encouraged from the bottom up. That's how America has worked by and large. When we're really successful, we don't outsource this to D.C. We figure it out ourselves, and then someone figures that this works pretty well, and then it kind of catches fire, and it becomes something of real relevance to people, and that's how it works. So, Flower Boy, I love you. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for that.